Submarine is a novel that I wrote. It has the world's largest author photo.
He looks good.
Yes, he does. He looks way better than me.
Who are you?
Yeah, it's a cut out and keep mask of my face. It adds some value to the product. So the book is about a 15-year-old boy called Oliver Tate, and in one scene he is involved in bullying this girl, and afterwards, in a fit of guilt, he decides to write her a pamphlet explaining how she can better fit in at school. So I'm going to read most of that pamphlet, which is called How to Fit In with People You Don't Like Even When You Are an Endomorph, or The Art of Being Two Species at Once. Part 1. Breaking the Victim Cycle. That's how dramatic that opening is. Breaking the victim cycle. Victims stay victims because they behave like victims. Zoe, if something bad happens to you, ignore it. Do not try and talk it out. Chips, that's the name of the school bully. Chips is very astute. He knows you are weak because you chat to dinner ladies at lunchtime. He has also seen you write in your diary, and in the same way that he would want to see the x-rays if you broke your nose, he wants to see his name immortalised. Part 2. Harnessing your inner bully. Bullying is an art form and can be learned. It's all in your attitude. Here are some hints on tapping into your latent bully. Learn to show no shock, pain, embarrassment. Here are 2 examples. Number 1. Do you remember when Rydian Bird pulled down his trousers in the playground to fart? When he followed through, curling an unhealthy-looking turd onto the tarmac, he didn't look embarrassed, quite the opposite. He screamed with laughter and pointed. Nobody can tease him about it because he is so proud. 2. During maths, I famously stabbed Paul Gottlieb in the back repeatedly with my compass. He said nothing, showed no discomfort as his shirt blossomed with blood poppies. His stoicism reminded me of the brave men who died in the First World War. Every year, on that day, I hold a minute's silence in his honour. Exercise 1. How to give a Chinese burn. Practice on kitchen roll. How many sheets of Bounty Extra Absorbent can you twist and tear through? 1 sheet is poor, 5 is excruciating. Part 3. Finding your special skill. With some training, you will notice that everyone who is not bullied has a special skill. You must find a skill of your own if you wish to fit in. Fo Chu should be your idol. He is fatter than you, can hardly speak English, and yet he flourishes on account of combining 2 special skills. 1. He always wears brand new trainers. 2. He propagates the belief that he is a respected member of the triads. Part 4. Tricking your older self. Bullies don't write diaries. Bullies never remember all the bad things they've done, they just remember the good times. Part of the reason for this is they keep no record of their cruelty. Here is an example of a diary that will never exist. Diary. I feel so shitty about Zoe. She'd probably be alright if I got to know her. I can be such a meanie sometimes. I just see her as this emotionless blob. How the fuck would I feel being teased all day? I'm no stunner myself. At least Zoe does something with her life. She helps out with the school plays, painting the sets and stuff. What do I do? Exactly. Chips. If you feel that you must write a diary, be aware that you are writing not to document your misery, but to make your future self happy. Exercise 2. Write a diary, imagining you are trying to make an old person jealous. I have written an example to get you started. Dear diary, I spent the morning admiring my skin elasticity. God alive, I feel supple. In the late morning, I met a girl in the bandstand. We did cartwheels, headstands, the crab. Then we shared our perfect bodies. I read small print without squinting. I hear all sorts of minute noises. I never ask the question, am I happy? Even my imaginary experiences are more real and vivid than the day-to-day lives of the over 40s. While walking home from the park, I annihilated the Death Star, discovered a pan-dimensional portal, and shrank myself to the size of a dust mite. I am not remotely tired. God alive, I feel supple. I think I will spend the rest of the evening standing on one leg. Good day, Oliver.